So good day, sir. I am Rolly Lovely C together with my groupmates Rowena Evelyn S. Sanchez Edison Z. So today we will tackle to you the lupong tagapamayapa, lupong chairman, lupong members, posting of notice, and appointment. So I will be discussed to you first lupong tagapamayapa. So topic and scope of presentation. This presentation focuses on composition of the Lupon Tagapamayapa, qualification of the Lupon members, process of appointment and posting of notices, term, duration, administrative requirements, recognition of traditional dispute settling system. So lesson objective. So after discussion, the student should be able to first explain what the Lupong Tagapamayapa and Lupong Chairman and its purpose. So second is identify who composes the Lupon and the qualifications of members. So third is understand the price of appointment and posting of notice. Fourth is recognize the importance of traditional dispute settlement in communities. Fifth is appreciate the role of the Lupon in barangay level justice and conflict management. So discussion. So A. Definition. So the Lupong Tagapamayapa is a local justice system in the barangay responsible for conflict resolution, mediation, and amicable settlement of dispute. It serves as the first step before cases reach formal courts. B. Composition of the Lupong Tagapamayapa. So chairman, punong barangay, members, 10 to 20 individual, constituted every 3 years. So C is qualification of Lupong members. So anyone may be appointed if they live or work in the barangay, not legally disqualified, possess integrity, fairness, independence, moral character, and good reputation. So D. Process of appointment. First, within 15 days from the start of term, the punong barangay prepares a notice listing proposed members. Second is notice must be posted in 3 public places at least 3 weeks. So third is after evaluating objections or recommendations, the punong barangay appoints suitable members within 10 days after posting. So fourth is appointments must be in a writing and attested by the barangay secretary. So fifth, the final list of Lupo members is posted publicly for the entire term. So E, recognitions of indigenous practices. So in communities where disputes are traditionally settled by datos elders or respected leaders, and government recognizes this process as long as it respects legal provision. This reflects cultural sensitivity and respects long-standing local tradition. So, Lupon Chairman. So, Lupon Chairman is a key figure in the barangay justice system. He is responsible for leading the Lupong Tagapamayapa, the group tasked with settling community dispute peacefully and without going to court. His role focuses on promoting harmony, communication, and fair settlement among residents. One of his main duties is to take action as soon as a complainant is received. By the next working day, he must summon the complainant, respondent, and their witnesses for the mediation meeting. This shows that dispute resolution in the barangay should be fast, accessible, and commitment-based. So during mediation, the Lupong chairman served as the neutral facilitators. He listens to both sides, guides and conversation, and helps the parties find an agreement and benefits both. So his goal is not to decide who is right or wrong, but to restore peace and encourage mutual understanding. So the chairman is giving 15 days from the first mediation meeting to resolve the issue. If no settlement it is reached within this period, he must proceed to the next step, the formation of the pangkat ng tagapagkasundo. This smaller group will take over and continue the conciliations process. So, following the legal procedures under the Katarungang Pambarangay Law. So, takeaways. So, the lupong tagapamayapa is a vital in preventing small dispute from escalating. Members must be morally upright, fair, and community-oriented. So, appointment requires transparency through public posting and evaluation. So, traditional dispute settlement is organized promoting cultural harmony. So, conclusion, the lupong tagapamayapa plays a crucial role in peacekeeping and community justice. By resolving dispute locally, the barangay becomes a safer and more cooperative environment. The transparency in selection, the value required in members, and recognition of cultural dispute system shows that the Philippines values justice and it's accessible, peaceful, and community-based. So recommendations. So first is strengthen training program for Lupon members. So second is promote public awareness on barangay dispute resolution. The third is encourage documentation of indigenous conflict settling practices. So fourth is increasing government support for Lupon operation and facility. So here are the references.
Good day, sir. I am Evelyn Sanchez Reina from Block 4 in, and today I will be discussing about Lopong members under our course Cream 6, Dispute Resolution and Crisis Management. Topic Scope of Presentation. I will talk about legal basis of Lopong members, how they are choosing, what their role is in the community, and why they are important in resolving disputes and managing crisis. Listen objectives. Understand the law that requires the lupong tagapamayapa. Know how many members there are and what qualities they must have. Learn how they are appointed. Understand their role in solving conflicts in the barangay. Say why they are important for peace and safety. The lupong tagapamayapa is required by law, RE 7160, Section 399 to help settle disputes in every barangay. The punong barangay appoints 10 to 20 members who live or work in the barangay. These members must be honest, fair, and respected. The appointment list is posted in 3 public places for at least 3 weeks so the community can give feedback. The lupong helps solve conflicts peacefully through mediation before they become bigger problems or go to court. For example, if neighbors argue over property boundaries, the lupong listens to both sides and helps them reach an agreement. This keeps peace in the barangay and reduces the number of court cases. Takeaways. Lupong members are required group in every barangay by law. They must be honest, fair, and respected people. Their appointment is transparent and open to community feedback. They help solve disputes early and prevent bigger problems. Their work makes communities safer and more united. Conclusion. To conclude, the lupong tagapamayapa is a very important part of our barangay system. They help resolve conflict quickly and fairly, preventing many problems from getting worse. I believe supporting lupong members and choosing the right people is key to keeping peace in our communities. Recommendations: I recommend training Lopong members regularly to improve their skills in handling conflicts. Informing more people about the role of the Lopon so they know where to go for help. Choosing Lopong members carefully, making sure they are qualified and respected. Being open, transparent during appointments. Providing Lopong members with enough support to do their work well. This is the references.
Hello sir, my name is Edison Sanchez, the next reporter. My topic in the Lupong Tagapamayapa is posting of notice and appointment. Topic and scope of presentation. This presentation covers the requirements, procedures, and importance of posting notice and issuing appointments related to the formations and operations of the Lupon Tagapamayapa under the Katarungang Pambarangay Law. Lesson objectives. By the end of the presentations, the audience should be able to explain the purpose of posting notices for Lupon membership, identify the proper procedures for posting public notices, describe how Lupon members are appointed by the Lupon Barangay, understand the legal basis for notice posting and appointment, and last is recognize the importance of transparency and community participation. What is the Lupon Tagapamayapa? A body of community mediators created in every barangay, help settle disputes through mediations, conciliations, and arbitration held by the Lupong Barangay. Posting of notice. Number 1, legal basis. Katarungang Pambarangay Law RA 7160, Section 399402. Number 2, purpose posting. To inform barangay residents that the punong barangay is selected Lupon members. Ensures transparency and community participation. Allows residents to suggest qualified individuals. Procedure. The punong barangay prepares an official notice of intention to constitute the Lupon. The notice must be publicly posted in at least 3 conspicuous places within the barangay. Examples: barangay hall, covered court, community bulletin boards. Posting must be done at least 3 days before appointments are made. Notice includes purpose of selections, qualifications for membership, date of posting, and invitations for comments or recommendations. Appointment of Lupon members. Who appoints? The punong barangay. Basis of appointment: integrity, impartiality, independence, receptiveness to mediations and community leadership, proven honesty and fairness, and recommendations from residents, voluntary. Appointment procedures. After posting the notice and recommendations, the punong barangay After posting the notice and receiving recommendations, the punong barangay screens nominees, prepares an official appointment order, issue the order naming the selected Lupon members, conducts an oath-taking ceremony, and last, records the appointments in the barangay records. Number 4, tenure of Lupon members. They serve for 3 years unless replaced for cause. Takeaways. Posting of notice ensure transparency and public participation. Appointment of Lupon members must be fair, community-based, and credible. A properly constituted lupon strengthens peace, order, and conflict resolutions at the barangay level. And last, these steps are mandatory legal requirements under the local government code. Conclusion: the lupon tagapamayapa plays a crucial role in maintaining harmony in the barangay. Proper posting of notice and appointment of members ensure that only qualified, trusted, and respected community members become part of the lupon. And last, following the correct procedures enhance legitimacy and effectiveness of the barangay justice system. Recommendations: Number 1, ensure that all notices are posted clearly, early, and accessible locations. Number 2, encourage community involvement by allowing suggestions and nominations. Number 3, select individuals with strong moral character, patience, and conflict resolution skills. Number 4, provide training and capacity building to appointed lupon members. And last, number 5, keep all records updated and transparent for accountability. Reference: Republic Act 7160, Local Government Code of 1991, Katarungan Pambarangay Handbook DILG, National Barangay Operation Manual, and Supreme Court Administrative Circulars on Barangay Justice System. And that's all. Thank you.